Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and going over the best choices for the 2.0 update that a lot of you guys might want to go ahead and make, seeing that this is going to be a gigantic update. This update is going to consist, of course, of a story update itself, and Ford's banner being finally released, a long needed character that all of us have been waiting on, that you guys are probably sick and tired of seeing. So if you guys are interested in this video, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. But with everything said and done, the first thing I have to say is you want to have fun inside of 2.0 in general. Everything I say in this video is only optional and helping you guys out. If you guys don't want to follow what I say on it, that's perfectly fine. Just don't worry. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm just really trying to help you guys out with this one. Now that that disclaimer is out of the way, the first thing I want to say here in 2.0, advise the amount of gems that you're about to take in and lose. Seeing that we have so much things that's about to be going on, whether we're going to be summoning on Cord, getting her a 0 or her R0, it is going to take a decent bit of gems. I think I ended up doing the calculation a while ago, which was like about 14k if you had to go from pity. No, it was 12k, having to go from 0 pity to 80, and if you had to do it twice, that was about 24k gems. Well, do keep in mind that this is going to be very detrimental for a lot of you guys if you are not prepared. Now, before using any of your gems, especially if you're not in a rush to, you're mainly trying to assess your assets, my first thing I can tell you guys to do with this is, one, check out the banner. The banner is going to, of course, be something like this, where we always have Cord and we have our 3 side units. If it is anything like the TW side units here, you might want to consider doing certain things. On TW and KR, the side units for Cord were Mont, Leon, and Yuki. Now, this is mainly me advising this, seeing that some people are in it for the side units a lot as well, other than the main character. The main character Cord we're all going to be pulling for. The hard part is getting her a 0 R0, which can be very much so just gem consuming. Seeing we have to watch our gems, and we're going to try and get her a 0 as much and R0 as much as possible. Do keep in mind that the side characters are going to be there at all times. Wind is not one of the units on these sides, so if you're trying to hope that she's there, just know she's not going to most likely be there. So if you're only in it for those side units and getting that one dupe of the character, you might want to just regulate what you're doing here. I had to immediately acknowledge this. This was something that I've been asked quite a lot with side characters, if it's worth pulling even more on Cord. Although she is an amazing character, if you are free to play, the best thing you could try to do is get that A0 R0 and probably dip out. If you want to get the A1, you very well can. Just keep in mind that those 4-star units are probably going to be a little bit abysmal. But if you didn't account for the gem amount that you do need, and let's say you are going both pities both time, that's about 24k gems that you do need to allocate, and which you're going to get a ton of them just from the update itself, but it's still going to be a lot. And if you do have to do the 2 pities for the weapons, that's going to be a nice 14k gems, so allocate those gems accordingly. The other thing I did want to say for the 2.0, the best choices that you could possibly do revolving on those gem counts is definitely going to be check out your story missions. Along with the story, of course, that we're getting in addition to, we're going to have a ton more things with Mementos and, of course, the other options. Much like the other story areas, we get tons of safe rooms, chests, enemies defeated being our bosses, and all of these will give us a ton of rewards. Well, Palace 3 is pretty much 3 times bigger than the other 2 palaces easily, and you are going to be getting these said rewards. My best advice for a lot of you guys is play through the story, try to knock out as many rewards as possible to allocate those gems to then go ahead and summon. The reason why this is such a huge deal is because a ton of us, or at least a couple of us, decided to summon on Phoebe and decided not to get her. Now, me being me, I'm on guarantee, so I'm going to be able to get Cord, though most people aren't too lucky. Some people use their gems a little bit early, and so they're not going to have that allocated amount of gems. Do be sure to go ahead and go through the palace, knock out your Mementos, because we are getting an additional side of Mementos, and this will help you progress even better and get these gems that you do need to acquire Cord if you want to summon for her, which I don't understand why anyone wouldn't want to, but she's still freaking going to be great. Getting that A0 R0 is going to be fairly expensive, so be careful. Should be about like 38k gems, so if you had to hit pity every last time. But that's just the first thing I wanted to go over. Now, the second thing I wanted to say is whenever you are starting the 2.0 update, be sure to not only just allocate your gems, but check out the events themselves. We're gonna have a ton of different events immediately that are gonna be located at the top here. And if we check our events currently, these ones are going to be immediately disappearing. None of these are going to be here. They are going to be replaced. But lucky for me, I happen to have a live stream that I ended up going over a while ago. And in this said live stream, as well as the data mine features here, but in this said live stream, we also had this update here. This was mainly welcoming new and returning players, being about 600 gems that you would get for it, as well as some different cards. But alongside of this, we had this icon at the very top. You guys don't know what that icon is. It is a icon that signifies the story event update. Based on the amount of stuff that you are doing with the story progression, as well as the what's called missions that we do in the story progression, you will get a certain amount of gems and rewards for this. Inside of this, it should also be Wynn's 4-star event weapon. So if you don't want to go for a 5-star weapon, don't worry. The event weapon is really good. And all you have to do is just clear out the palace, go ahead and do different mini bosses, do the missions that they tell you to do, and you're going to get more than enough to complete everything out of here and get all the gems as well. There's going to be a couple different other events. As you can see, there's that little controller puzzle event as well, but it was like some weird login event that we got these little puzzle pieces and placed them in, if I'm correct. I don't know if they're going to be doing that. We will only at least know after the live stream in 2 days. So until then, I can't say too much on it, but that should be one of the events as well that's going to help you get a ton of gems. The events are going to be a pivotal point for a lot of people. If you're not doing these set events, the event weapon will not come back. So one, that's going to be a huge one. The event weapon does not come back, so completing that is going to be insanely needed. And of course, the gems and other currency that you get from this is going to be insanely needed as well. So it is a good choice for you guys to assess this if you want to, of course, progress. This is your best choice inside of 2.0 and will kind of pave the way for how good this 2.0 update is going to be. Now, the last thing that I need to go ahead and go over is be careful on spending everything in one place. After 2.0, we are starting to get the gauntlet of certain characters, which are going to start with the swimsuit characters. Now, I know a couple of you guys are like, they're just swimsuit characters, Gooner bait. So we're probably not going to go for these said units. Well, the one thing I do have to say with these said units, if you do plan on going for them, or even if you plan on not, there is going to be a major gauntlet of just good characters. We're going to have Summer Closer, we're going to have Summer Tomoko, and then immediately after, we're going to most likely have Mesa, Cherish, and then slowly lead up to Futaba. The gems you spend in here and the gems that you collect will most likely pave the way for what you need to look out forward to in the other updates above. That is where everything is going to get very, very hectic. There's going to be a ton of characters that are really good and surely will dictate a ton of your gaming experience. Though at the end of the day, we want to have fun, so pull on whatever you freaking want, and that probably won't really judge your account too much there anyway. But that's all I really had to go over for, at least in this video. There's a ton more videos that I'm coming out with very soon. Blade is freaking back. I'm out of my slump, and we're going to be posting 3 videos a day once again and trying to get caught up. I have a bunch of guys that's going to be happening, so look forward to that as well. But thank you guys for watching this one, and hopefully this video ended up helping you guys a lot. Peace out.